Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It took me everything I could do to come sit out here. My back is jacked up, so we'll have to work together to get this news out here this morning. A cop was fired for stealing guns during an unconstitutional gun buyback. And I'm here to air it out, let them know, let everybody know what's going on. This is one of the reasons people are losing faith in the police. First they hold a gun buyback, and then one of the cops decides to steal 3 of the 933 guns that were turned in during this buyback, and I want you to know about it. First, I want to thank Lear Capital. Lear Capital has been a sponsor of the channel for a while. You've heard me talking about gold and silver. I've bought it. I plan on buying much more. My investment's up over 20% since I bought it, and gold has peaked out at record levels. It's over $2,300 an ounce right now. It's going to continue to rise. It's paired to how good the country is doing with the recession and inflation. And you can learn more about that by calling our friends at Lear Capital. They'll help you. They'll answer all the questions you have. It's 1-800-260-5075. 1-800-260-5075. Or head over to LearGG.com. Ask them the tough questions. Our money keeps losing value with this inflation. People can't really afford what they used to 4 years ago on the same amount of money. And gold is going to continue to rise. Silver is on the rise as well. Buy some, store it away, and just secure your wealth. Call again, 1-800-260-5075, or head over to LearGG.com. Thanks to Lear Capital for being a friend of the channel. All right, let's talk about this San Antonio cop that decided he was going to steal 3 firearms from this buyback event that was held. Now, like I said, there were 933 guns turned in, and we're focusing on 3 of those. Typically, gun buyback programs, most of us have seen them. People who have exploited this stuff online. It's usually guns that people don't want anymore, junk guns, and they get a gift card and they can go buy something else. I don't think people should be turning their guns in like that. If you want to sell them, make a little more money than the police will offer you, but I can't tell people what to do with their own personally owned items, but I do know that government shouldn't be incentivizing people to give up their items or their rights, but that's neither here or there. That's a different argument. Let me know what you think down below about police buybacks. But we're going to talk about Officer David Mahula, who's was an 18-year veteran of the department, and he was indefinitely suspended pending this investigation. And the San Antonio police are looking to terminate, and obviously there's a police union. They got to go through different processes and hearings. So what happened was this Officer Mahula was working this buyback program, and an aide for one of the selectmen that actually held this event. The selectman's name is John Courage, District 9, and he is the one who organized this buyback. One of his aides saw this allegedly dirty cop, take 2 long guns and 1 handgun and place them in his personal vehicle. He told the aide told the selectman ran it up the line, told the city manager contacted the chief of police. The chief of police had his public integrity division. It's called the Chief's Integrity Detail. Those detectives assigned to that unit started the investigation. They interviewed everybody that was working that area. They also pulled the videotapes from the police cruisers, dash-mounted cams, and whatever cameras were there. And they observed Officer Mahula take what appeared to be 2 long guns, place them into his vehicle. Also, people observed him take one of those handguns and place it into his vehicle as well. The handgun ended up being a World War I version of a 1911, and the two shotguns, there was part of the investigation that was kind of confusing for, I guess, for the detectives up front. The aide said he thought they were two rifles. And then further investigation, thanks to the serial numbers that are on these firearms, as well as the camera, they were able to track down the guy who donated those two long guns, and they were shotguns. So this guy took both shotguns, put them in his personal vehicle, took the 1911 and a holster, put it in his vehicle. And when these detectives interviewed this cop about a month later, he admitted to placing two rifles and a World War I era Colt 1911 handgun in his vehicle, saying that he wanted to safeguard these firearms until they could be separated due to their historical significance. He also admitted to taking several boxes of surrendered ammunition to be destroyed at the Training Academy's firearm range, which is where he was assigned. The detectives then found 9 boxes of ammunition in his vehicle, which is weird because he was interviewed a month later, so he still had ammunition in his vehicle. Don't know, it doesn't say if that was the initial or if he did it again or how long he's been doing it. But the shotguns have never been recovered. He did say rifles, but through the tape, they interviewed the guy who turned them in, and then they watched him take those to his car. The owner did say they were shotguns. It was a Ruger 20 gauge shotgun and a Remington 12 gauge shotgun, and again that 1911. So the investigation, they also talked to 2 other officers that were working the same tent with Mahula during this buyback program, and these officers told detectives that they had questioned Mahula about that government-issued 1911, and one of the cops said Mahula did this to them. And the other cop said that he made a facial expression that officer interpreted as, quote, "be quiet." So they did the right thing by talking to these detectives. However, if they were real people of integrity and intestinal fortitude, they would have jammed him up right then and there, questioned him, got a supervisor there immediately, and handled the situation. And there'll be a couple people in here that'll say, well, Jared, you were a cop, and there's no way you would have turned on your brethren. Yeah, I've done it. I've arrested cops. Sorry if you hear the big diesel behind me. My neighbor's doing whatever he's doing today. But yeah, that's what they should have done right then and there. But and the scary thing, or not scary, but the disappointing thing is that how long have they done this? There was one other, I think this might have been the first buyback that they've done. I know they tried to do one other, but they didn't have the funds. But there's another one planned for November. And when I say how long have they been doing it, maybe not this individual police department, but all of these Democrat, crony-run buyback programs, how long have they been just taking guns? Now, the San Antonio police have said that all of the guns turned in are being followed up on, that if there is a serial number, they're going to investigate that number and say if it was a stolen gun, that it will be returned to its rightful owner. If it's not a stolen gun, they will be destroyed or stolen by Mahula. Let me know what you guys and gals think. I am utterly disgusted, and I've made a decision here in the last couple months to kind of get, like I've said in a couple of my videos, to get more involved, to do more stuff, to notify people of what's going on, what's really, really going on, and do the investigation for people so you don't have to. And if you want that information, just subscribe to this channel down below. I'll bring it to you every single day, even when I can't stand because my back is jacked. You all mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for following this channel. I'm going to do my best to expose everything I can when it comes to our freedoms, focusing on the Second Amendment, but it's all fair game now, because this country is not going to be a country for long if the right people don't get involved. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Have a phenomenal day. Be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun. You are your own first responder. You don't give up your rights on a dotted line on a map. You don't give up your rights because somebody put a sticker on a window. And take care of yourselves and take care of others. Appreciate y'all. Have a great day. Take care.